All right, whatever, everybody. Welcome back to another YouTube video, Cooking with Mesquite. Oh, yeah. Today with baseball season upon us, I thought it'd be fun to make like a quick little recipe for everybody to make at home for a cheese dip. Simple, easy, fast. We're not going to take too much time on it, but like I said, with game season upon us, I know everybody out in LA is going to watch them Dodgers take that next dub and get that three-peat. So that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get the fire started. And I mean, the food's already pretty much prepped. Recipe's gonna be linked down below in the description if y'all wanna check that out. But yeah, personally, I've never really been a fan of like dips. But being that it is baseball season, I mean, you don't wanna be that guy that shows up to the game empty-handed. Like, that's just whack as fuck. I feel like anywhere you go, you should at least pull up with something. So if it ain't a case of beer, I mean, this could be your next best thing. So we're gonna go ahead and get it on and popping. We fucking back at it like a crack addict. You already know how it is. You know how we do it here in Mesquite. But yeah, we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna chill, we're gonna vibe out. It's a little bit windy out here out in Fontana, but we're gonna deal with it. We're gonna put up with it. And we're gonna do what we do. So yeah, let me go ahead and get this fire started and then I'll be right back. Appreciate y'all. All right, whatever, everybody. Welcome back to another YouTube video, Cooking with Mesquite. Oh yeah. Today with fuck, I fucked up. All right, today with baseball season upon us, I thought it'd be fun to make like a quick little recipe for everybody to make at home. It's for a cheese dip. Simple, easy, fast. We're not gonna take too much time on it, but like I said, with game season upon us, I know everybody out in LA is gonna watch them Dodgers take that next dub and get that three-peat. So that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get the fire started. And I mean, the food's already pretty much prepped. Recipe's gonna be linked down below in the description if y'all wanna check that out. But yeah, personally, I've never really been a fan of like dips. But being that it is baseball season, I mean, you don't wanna be that guy that shows up for it. I mean, he wouldn't have gotten mad if I would've kept it for myself. But it was one of those things where I feel like he had done so much for me growing up that I almost feel like I owed it to him. And so to be in that area, dude, like, it was so surreal. So as you can tell, baseball's been a huge part of my life. The Dodgers have been a huge part of my life. I don't. Okay. One of the things that I hate about doing this is having to take. Oh, it's not that hot today. Oh yeah. All right, everybody. Oh my God, this is a sitting that's so familiar. It feels good to be back in front of a camera. Originally, this was supposed to be like not a two-part episode, but it was supposed to be 2 dishes in one video. I was supposed to make some pulled pork sliders, but the pulled pork was gonna take 6 hours, and it's about to be 12. It's about to be midnight right now, and I got shit to do tomorrow, so there's no way that I was gonna sit behind a grill for 6 hours. Unfortunately, that's not me bitching and complaining. That's just kind of how the day went. But yeah, this dip does sound pretty fire, I'm not gonna lie. And that's coming from someone that doesn't really appreciate dips, but I mean, I'm sure you guys out there, I mean, you guys have your own taste. Maybe you guys will see this and it'll inspire you to make it on your own time. And if I do seem a little bit loosey-goosey, it's because I already had a few in me. Had some family over, we had a good time, we vibed out, we prepped a lot of things for Easter. So yeah, that's been great. But yeah, other than that, I mean, it's been pretty chill vibe. And if any of you are drinking at home, cheers. I know for a fact my coworker watches these now. So if you're watching this, warm up your dino buddies, take off your flip-flops, pop them in a can. Cheers, my boy. But yeah. This has been a great experience. I'm not gonna lie. It's got me a little bit closer to a lot of people that I didn't think I needed to get closer to. Helped me realize a lot of things going on. But yeah, Overall, once again, I appreciate everybody that tunes in each and every single week. Everybody that gives me feedback. I mean, I can't tell you the amount of times that I'll go out and about and I'll have a conversation with somebody and they'll be like, oh yeah, you know what? I seen your videos, and that's always fun. That's always cool to see. I do got a lot of major plans for where I want to take this and where I want to go. So just bear with me. I know you guys are going to stick along for the journey, and we're all going to have a good time. I think a lot of changes are coming, and it's all for the better. But yeah, speaking of the Dodgers, I can't believe that they won back-to-back World Series. And look, I know y'all see the hat. Don't hate me. I am a Red Sox fan, but I support LA Dodgers all day, simply because like that's kind of one of like the closest stadiums that I have around me. It's just convenient to go to those games, even though it's expensive as shit. LA Dodgers, if you're watching this, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I love your stadium. I love what you guys do, but damn, them prices are killer. I mean, maybe I could get a sponsorship or some shit, but like something, cause ain't no way, man. Baseball in general has been a really big part of my life. I remember as a kid, my godfather, Gamaniel, if you're watching this, he took me to my first baseball game when I think I had to be like 9 or 10. I was really, really young. And I remember at the time just thinking like I didn't really care for baseball as much. I mean, I was there with his boys and we're all just being guys. But dude, like I think at the time I was just talking about Power Rangers and yeah, I remember one of the guys giving me shit, saying like, "Oh yeah, you're the pink Power Ranger, huh?" And just me getting mad and frustrated being a kid. I remember all those things. The first baseball game that I remember going to was actually with my Uncle Victor. He took me to my first Angels versus Red Sox game, and that's how I became a Red Sox fan. I just got more appreciative of the sport growing up. That he was there and around, and his kids were younger at the time, and I think he just wanted to bro out, and you know, he wanted to take his nephew out to a game. So Uncle Victor, if you're watching this, I really appreciate you for doing that. Been a Red Sox fan ever since. I actually did get the pleasure of going to Fenway Park when did I go? I can't remember if it was when I was in town in October or a different time, but bottom line is I did go to Fenway. I did go watch a game. They played against the Detroit Tigers, and I remember when I purchased the tickets, I wasn't exactly 100% sure where I was seated, and I can't remember if I even talked about this on the channel, but I couldn't remember. I bought the tickets not knowing where I was seated, and they weren't expensive tickets. They were like, I think I paid like $250 for the ticket, and I remember thinking like, oh, you know what? I'm probably like second tier, you know, behind home plate, you know, just right there. And I remember when I got to the stadium, first of all, if you've ever been to Jersey Street, you know how crazy it gets and how popping it is. I had the time of my life. I remember I bought a jersey from Boston. I bought a hat from Boston, bought a couple pins for the cousins. And I remember just putting that jersey on and just feeling like, damn, like, you know what, like, this is it. And it was a nice day, and man, like, everything about that day was just so perfect. To this day, I still got the jersey. I still got the mustard stains on it, and I almost don't want to wash it just because, like, I mean, those mustard stains came from an original Fenway Frank, you know, so I feel like washing it would kind of almost be, like, sacrilegious. But yeah, I got there, and my ticket came with an early access to the Ford Clubhouse. Got in there, I had a lobster roll and 2 pints of Guinness right before I went in. And I met up with this lovely couple that were also from California. They were from Redlands, California. If they by chance come across this, I mean, they were great. And I just remember just being there and like feeling like, wow, like I've been a fan of the Red Sox since I was in the 4th grade. So from the 4th grade up until I think it was last year or 2 years ago now, to be able to be a kid and then to grow up being a Red Sox fan and going to Red Sox games whenever they were in town, to actually be at the stadium was like a huge accomplishment for me. And I was, you know, very grateful for the opportunity that I had to be there just because, I mean, when you come from where I come from, like, there's not too much that gets, you know, pushed your way. I feel like a lot of people from where I come from, like, they kind of have to make it on their own, and they have to do without a lot. And just to be there was just one of those surreal moments. And I was trying to find my seat, and I spoke to one of the ushers, and I was like, hey man, look, I'm not from here. Is there any way that you could possibly guide me to my seat? Like, I'm not really sure, like, where to go. And I was like at the bottom tier, and I was expecting him to be like, oh dude, you know what, like, you gotta move up, you know. And this guy, he was like, oh, you know what, brother, you're right here. You know, he fucking led me the way. I was second row behind home plate, right there. To this day, if you look up the Detroit Red Sox game from that year, if you look up that game, you can see me the whole fucking game being barreled out, just fucking drinking and eating. I remember they had little TVs right there in front of you, and I remember watching the TV more than the game just because I kept on seeing myself. And I remember so many people like reaching out like, hey bro, you're on TV, you're on TV, you're on TV. And that was just one of those crazy moments where it's like, why the fuck am I here? You know, how did this come about? It was just one of those crazy moments in life where I really had to sit back and take it all in and really appreciate every opportunity that was given to me. And yeah, had the time of my life during the game. They actually won that day. Sung Sweet Caroline with everybody from Boston. Walked out, got a signed autographed ball from my Uncle Victor. I remember I bought him a ball from Fenway with the intention of giving it to him when I got back home. And on the way out, one of the players was out there signing autographs, and I just happened to be there at the right time. And I'm looking around like, fuck, I can't have him sign my jersey because it was an Ortiz jersey, you know? And I couldn't have him sign my hat just because it was a navy blue hat. It wouldn't come out right. And I remember thinking like, fuck, what do I give him to sign? And I had this ball, and I was like, fuck, this is Uncle Victor's ball. Like, if I sign it, if I have it signed, it's going to Uncle Victor, you know? And I still give him shit for it. I mean, he wouldn't have gotten mad if I would have kept it for myself. But it was one of those things where I felt like he had done so much for me growing up that I almost felt like I owed it to him. And so to be in that area, dude, like it's so surreal. So as you could tell, baseball's been a huge part of my life. The Dodgers have been a huge part of my life. I don't want to, like, I know there's like diehard fans that are gonna like probably criticize me and be like, well, you're not a real fan if you're doing this and that. But I mean, at the bottom line, at the end of the day, I am from California. I don't want to say I'm from LA because at the end of the day, I am from the Inland Empire. I'm from Fontana, California. That's never going to go away, but there is no IE team really. The closest thing that I got is LA. So LA Dodgers have honestly been a staple in my family since I was born. My Uncle Francisco, my Uncle Jose. If you guys are watching this, I know how much you guys are diehard. They literally got every bobblehead you can imagine, all types of memorabilia. They watch every single game. I know they're diehard for sure. And I enjoy being around people that enjoy the sport. I enjoy having those moments where I could just sit back, have a beer, and watch a game and be excited for those plays, be excited for those moves. So yeah, that's been a huge part of my life. And man, thinking back on some of the games that I've been to, I've had such a wild time. But as you can see, I keep on turning back. I'm gonna go ahead and toss this fire in the flame real quick, and then we're gonna, keep on talking. If I'm rambling too much or if I'm speaking too fast, I apologize, like I said. But we're here for the vibes, you know what I mean? It's pretty much midnight now. Yeah, about to be midnight right now. I feel like I just told like a fuck ton of stories within 5 minutes. I'm sorry about that. If you guys were able to follow all that shit, appreciate y'all. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pop this fire in. All right, we're gonna go ahead and open up these vents. Let that baby breathe. And we're gonna vibe out in the meantime. Yeah, oh man, what are some crazy Dodger stories that I could tell you guys? There was one day, we had got tickets to a game. It was me and like maybe 5 of my boys. And, all of us, like we go hard in the paint when it comes to partying. And I remember the night before, Uh, we're right there having a grand old time, and we're out there partying, we're drinking, and everybody was like, "Hey, we gotta make it to the game. We gotta make it to the game." When I tell you the next morning we were hungover as shit, nobody was prepared to go to that game. We literally we woke up on time, but it was one of those mornings where it was like, "Fuck, I need to be in bed right now," and we all packed into my boy's Sienna, and we drove there. And I remember on the way there, we were dreading it. We were just not having the best time of our lives. We weren't even excited about the game at that point. We were just kind of going just because we don't want to waste the money on the tickets. And the entire time, we were just feeling it. And once we got there, we got a couple beers in us. We actually started vibing out. The vibes were up. Shout out to my boy Randy, because I feel like if it wasn't for him, the vibes would have been shut down for sure. But yeah, that was one of those days where it was like, fuck, man, we gotta slow it down a little bit sometimes, because, I mean, the people that know me best will tell you straight up, yeah, I like to party. So it's one of those things where if, there's that saying in Spanish, si sabes cómo me pongo? How do you say it? I'm fucking up right now. Si sabes cómo soy, oh, there you go. Si sabes cómo me pongo, ¿por qué me invitas? So pretty much saying, if you know how I get, why'd you invite me? So yeah, I feel like the people closest to me understand that, and they know, hey, you know what? Shit might pop off, shit might not pop off, but we're gonna have a good time regardless. But yeah, that was one of those days where it was like, fuck, I'm surprised that we had as much of a good time as we did, because that shit was not the vibe. Ice climber right now, it's at 100. We're gonna keep a close eye on it. Once it reaches 250, we're gonna go ahead and throw the cheese dip in. We already gotta have it prepped. I used one whole block of valveta cheese, 1 can of Rotel tomatoes, 9 ounces of beef chorizo, half diced onion, and 1.5 diced jalapenos. And then I also used garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of chili powder, and maple barbecue seasoning, just for a little bit of sweetness, which I now am thinking was a bad idea because it's cheese, and I probably shouldn't have put sweetness with dairy, but we're gonna find out together. Don't make the same mistakes that I do. Next time, I just grabbed whatever rub was closest. Next time, I'm definitely gonna probably do a mesquite rub, because now that I'm thinking about it, it was probably a bad idea to put that rub on. But yeah, we're gonna find out together. I hope everybody's enjoying their week. I hope everybody's doing fine at work. And if you're not, I hope you know it's okay. Nothing's ever perfect. I mean, we're living in a world where everybody's always seeking perfection, and everybody's always seeking, to be the best. And I feel like sometimes you gotta slow down a little bit, not be so hard on yourself. I know I'm very hard on myself, me as a person, just because I know where I lack, and I know where my weaknesses are. And I feel like when it comes to that, it's very easy for me to kind of doubt myself. But I owe it to the people closest to me, and the people that, I work with, that are able to kind of sit there and tell me hey, stop fucking up. And I'm grateful for the fact that everybody pretty much around me is very blunt in the sense of telling me exactly what I need to do in order for me to get my shit done. And me being, I don't want to say I'm real that much of a hard ass. I really appreciate the people that are hard on me, just because I've always needed that. I've always needed that, kick in the ass to kind of tell me hey, you know what, you're fucking up in this area, stop fucking up. And it's as simple as that. And I feel like sometimes that's all you kind of need in order to get through things. So yeah, I appreciate everybody that does that around me, because I haven't really had too much of that, and I feel like all that has made a huge difference in how I go about my day. This Fontana win honestly came out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting it to last this long. It was supposed to die at 7, and now it's pretty much damn near midnight, and it's still going on. So, I mean, hopefully it dies out, because one thing about Fontana that I dislike is the Fontana winds. That shit will ruin your fucking day instantly. I would say it's worse than the rain. And where I'm from in Fontana, it floods pretty bad around here. But, I mean, even the rain isn't, that bad. I would say the wind is probably like the worst thing about Fontana. All right, real quick, I want to give a huge shout out to my boy over at groundedprints for giving me these stickers. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a little close-up real quick. Bam. And if you guys want, you can pause the screen right now and take a little picture of that QR code. That's going to take you to my link to all my socials, including this channel. Honestly, he's been a friend of mine since we were kids. I've talked about it before on this channel, and I can't thank him enough for doing this for me. It was one of those random things where one day I just received a DM, and he really showed love, and he was able to get me these. I am gonna reach out for more, but I want to give a huge shout out to groundedprints right now. If you guys have any need for stickers for events, parties, business, stuff like this, please go ahead and reach out to him. I'm gonna go ahead and drop his tag right here down below, and it's also going to be in the description if you guys want to check that out. Really affordable prices, really good quality work. If you guys see these stickers around town, just know they came from him, and moving forward, that's going to be my go-to person for all my sticker needs. So if you're watching this, and which I know you are, I appreciate you, my boy. I can't thank you enough. I did invite him over to the podcast, and he told me himself that he's not really the podcast type, which I respect. But I did want to give a huge shout out to his business, and I did want to thank him for him showing love to the channel and him supporting us right here at Cooking with Mesquite. I can't thank anybody enough who gives me that type of feedback, that help, that little push, that drive, and he's been a huge supporter of the channel. And once again, just if you're watching this, my boy, which I'm pretty sure you are, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Really appreciate it. It's little things like that, like even like negative things. Things that people see and they're like, hey, you know what, you need to cut this out, you need to do this, you need to do that. I appreciate it all, because this is all new to me too. It's not like you guys as the viewers, like I don't want to give you guys shit to watch. I don't want you to watch the video and be like, what am I watching? So the feedback is pretty much like needed in order for me to get better. So if you guys could do me a favor, drop a comment, drop a like, subscribe, because I did notice too on my analytics that more than 50%, 57% of my viewers are not subscribed. So go ahead, click that subscribe button and come back, watch another video. It's not gonna kill you, I promise. These are gonna get better. I got major plans for season 2. This next video that I'm about to do, I think what's gonna end up happening this weekend is I'm gonna end up shooting 3 videos within the next 4 days. Just to kind of give me some time to relax, and not relax, but really just get to work, put some videos out, put some content out, and really focus on other socials. Because right now where I'm lacking is TikTok, Instagram. I have all that. If you guys are fans of the channel, go ahead and follow those pages, because pretty soon I'm gonna be throwing out skits, food reviews, all types of stuff, and we're all gonna vibe out, have a good time, and we're all gonna munch out. If you gain weight due to this podcast, this channel, I apologize. It just is what it is. I do want to preach fitness at the end of the day, so I hope you guys are taking care of yourself just as much as you guys are eating. But yeah, I'm here to just be a part of the community and hang out, have a good time, and cook. All right, so let's see. We're at 200 right now. We're all the way open. We're gonna give it a little bit more time. I did only put, half a can of the charcoal, just because, once again, this acorn has been a bitch to try to figure out. I'm not sure what it is. I'm sure I'm doing something wrong, and nobody has reached out to teach me how to use it, but we're gonna figure it out, I promise. And we're gonna do it together. Oh, now we're fucking too hot. Now we're sitting at 300, so we're gonna go ahead, close her up. And while we close her up, we're gonna open her up and toss this bad boy in. All right, so this is what it looks like right now. Obviously, it's not much to look at, but yeah, we're gonna toss this in, and we're gonna stir it every 15 minutes. So, bada bing, bada boom. I hope I'm not the only one that appreciates the smell of smoke, especially on my clothes. Like there's some mornings, especially when I'm hanging out with my uncle, where I'll get home and, you know, I'll pass out for the night and I'll wake up the next morning and my shirt will smell like oak or mesquite, charcoal, whatever it might be. But I appreciate that smell. To me, like that's home, you know, like that's what that's how I was raised, at least. I've been grilling now for maybe since I was 18, so well over a decade. And it's all been fun, it's all been a vibe, and yeah. Cookouts are the best hang, they're the best way to, you know, end your day. And it's very therapeutic, you know what I mean? So if you're not doing that, I suggest you start. And if this is your start, you know, good for you. Welcome. I welcome you. Oh, we're still going up. We're gonna have to shut it all the way off. I hope you guys tune in to next week's video because I am bringing in a very good special friend of mine by the name of Sal. He is someone that I'm very fortunate enough to have met, and I'm gonna say what I gotta say about him because I have nothing but good things to say about him. Nothing negative at all. But I want to save everything for that video. I'm very looking forward to, you know, sitting down and talking to him and, you know, vibing out and giving you guys some different content than what you guys are used to seeing. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video so far. If you guys haven't, I mean, look, just let me know. I mean, hey, just shoot me a little DM. Hey, bro, your videos are shit. Change that shit up. I very much appreciate it. Looking back at my old videos, man, my editing was a lot better back then than it is now. I'll tell you that much. But I had a lot more time back then. You know, I was a fucking kid. Yeah, I didn't have anything else going on aside from, you know, editing videos apparently. But yeah. All right, we're gonna let that sit for a bit. I might just kind of just chill for a bit, listen to music. So while I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the camera right here just because I don't want to keep the camera running if I'm not doing shit. Probably bring a speaker out, vibe out for a second, and then, you know, I'll come back as we go. While I'm off camera, I do gotta stir this thing every 15 minutes, so you guys are gonna see shots of that, so it won't be completely boring. So yeah, be right back. Hey, whatever, everybody. So at this point, the dip is done. We're gonna go ahead and try it out right now. But before we do, you already know what we're about to do. If you're willing to join me, appreciate it. If not, I mean, it is what it is. But we're gonna do a little prayer. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for gathering us here today on this day. I ask that you bless the other person on the other side of this screen, and that you fill their hearts with love, peace, and kindness, and that you get them through whatever it is that they're going through. Heavenly Father, as we enter into Easter, we thank you for your sacrifice, and we thank you for forgiving us for our sins. And most importantly, you know, we thank you for just being there for us for whatever we need. I know at times that we might forget that you're there, but regardless, I mean, you're still there. You're still carrying us throughout whatever troubles or tribulations that we might be going through. Heavenly Father, we thank you for everything that you do, and we can't thank you enough for everything, literally. You know, no matter what happens, we know we got you on your side, and we know you're gonna protect us at the end of the day and guide us through whatever we need to go through. So at the end of the day, we're gonna get through it together, and we're all gonna do it as a family. That being said, amen. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get a little taste test. I'm not gonna lie, off camera, you know, I was mixing with the pot, and hey, this smells really, really good. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a little shot. Hey, look, that's money. That's money right there. Oh man. Whew. Oh man. That is a game day dip right there. So once again, look, if you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and comment. Oh my God, I'm at a loss for words right now. This might be the one to end all the ones. But yeah, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, comment whatever you guys want to fucking comment. Appreciate you guys for being here. And no matter what, I hope you guys stay safe. I hope you guys enjoy this video. And above all else, take care. All right, this has been David Mesquite with Cooking with Mesquite. So yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.